Hey guys, welcome back to another video from China Tech, and these are a totally fake pair of the Apple AirPods. As you can see looking around the box, they look almost identical from the outside, but no, these are in fact a totally fake pair of AirPods. I got them on AliExpress for less than half the price of the actual AirPods, and I'm hoping that inside that these are just as good as they look. So with that said, let's jump into it and open these up. So just looking on the outside, you can see that these stickers are actually raised like you'd find on the original box, which is another sort of tick towards just how fake these really are. You can see the logo on the side as well has that same texture. On the top, we are getting that on the AirPods as well. And then the back is just that matte finish. So opening these up, you can see designed by Apple in California, just like the real AirPods. In there we'll have the paperwork as well. But here, this is what we were after. This is the AirPods themselves. Wow, I've got to say, I'm actually just holding these actually feel like the real AirPods. If you've ever had a different pair of fakes, I have a second pair of fakes here. These feel really light and you can tell as soon as you hold them that they're fake. These, I've held, real AirPods before and stuff, and these feel the right weight. They actually really do feel genuine. So that is actually pretty awesome that they've nailed that. It took them a while, but seems like these fake AirPods are right now at least looking pretty good. Just in the box as well, if we lift this up, so you'll see we do have a lightning cable, which is perfect, just like on the real AirPods. If I put all this down though, let's check out the AirPods themselves. So as I was saying, they have the right weight. They actually feel like the real AirPods. You can see also that they've been wrapped up in the same wrapping that you'd find real AirPods wrapped in. So the unboxing experience, at least so far, seems pretty spot on. If I peel that off, you can see we can actually check out our AirPods, and wow, just look at that. That is seriously pretty much spot on. The button on the back, just like on the real ones. You can see we do have the text as well, designed by Apple in California, the hinge as well. I've heard, there's a bit of work going into that, going from a glossy hinge to a matte hinge, and you can see this does have the matte texture on the hinge, which is just a pretty incredible attention to detail, I'll be honest. Obviously, it's got the lightning connector on the bottom, and really, all we have left to do is actually open up. So there we are. Wow, that hinge feels totally genuine as well. Has a really great click. But no, let's check out the AirPods themselves. So you can see we do have the little indicator LED there, which is great. I'll pick one out though. All right, and I'll grab the other one as well. So let's just put this down and check out the AirPods themselves. So here are the actual AirPods themselves. If we just look at one, you can see it does have the little sensor dot as well as the two little speaker grills. So it'll be interesting to see whether these sensors are just for show or whether they are in fact actual sensors that'll do the ear detection and pause the music when you take them out. Just holding them though, these AirPods do feel a little bit lighter and a little bit sort of more plasticky than the real AirPods. If you've ever held real AirPods, they feel quite, hefty, even though they're quite small. They just have a certain feel to them, and these don't quite nail it. The case did a pretty incredible job of nailing the AirPods look and feel. These AirPods definitely look the part. They do just feel slightly lighter though, which is something to note. All right, and so I've just actually got one AirPod in now, and I can tell you that it definitely feels like a real AirPod in my ear. It's got the right dimensions, the right sizing, it's the right length as well. So if you've ever seen other AirPod clones, some of them tend to be slightly smaller, whereas these are actually the full length. The actual ear tip as well feels just like real AirPods. So the actual physical specs of these AirPods are pretty much identical as far as I can tell to the real AirPods, and it just seems like the material itself is slightly different, maybe a slightly different plastic compared to the real AirPods. But now I'm going to actually try and connect them into my phone and let's see how they sound. Right, so I've just opened up Bluetooth settings. I'll go pair a new device. Let's take these AirPods out. All right, so I had to just plug them back into their case and hold down the little button, but here they are. If I go AirPods, hopefully it'll pair up. I'll take one out. All right, and apparently they are now connected. I've got one in and I've got the other here. So let's try playing some music and see how they sound. All right, and here we are in Spotify. I've actually got some music playing. You can hear that it is coming up perfectly, which is awesome. And I have just discovered that the sensor dots on these fake AirPods are actually real. So if I put the second AirPod in, so I've got the second AirPod in now, and you'll see if I take it out, the music does pause, which means that the sensor dots are actually detecting when the AirPods are in and out of my ear, just like on the original AirPods, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, so that just was a quick overview of these fake AirPods. Overall, I am absolutely stunned, I've got to say, at just how good these fake AirPods are getting. Like, I'll be honest, I reckon pretty much anyone I talk to would not be able to tell that these are fake. If you've got a pair of real AirPods, then obviously you might know a bit more about them and be able to tell the difference. But if you've never had a pair of AirPods, or if you're just, looking at someone and you've got these in instead of real AirPods, AirPods, I don't think they would have any chance at all of telling that these are fake, which I've got to say is pretty incredible. To be fair though, these fake AirPods are a bit more expensive than other fake AirPods. These cost me about 70 or 80 bucks, which isn't cheap, but compared to the about 160, $170 you'd be expecting to pay for real AirPods, coming in at half the price and having almost all of the functionality of real AirPods, I've got to say these are pretty incredible. So I'll have a link to these fake AirPods in the video description where I got them from, and I would highly encourage you to check them out, because if you are considering buying some AirPods, you know, maybe you're not sure whether you want to go fake or real AirPods, or you're just not sure which fake AirPods to get, I've got to say that these fakes are the best I've seen so far, and it is pretty incredible just how close to the real thing these fake AirPods are. So make sure to check out that link. If you did enjoy this video as well, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below. Apart from that though, thank you for watching another video from China Tech. I'll catch you in the next video.